So today we are doing day 13, that is Ein Vorstellungsgespräch. And to talk about job interviews in German, we are going to need the grammar Konjunktionswahl, right? And a Konjunktionswahl is the word form in German that we used to talk about or make polite requests or wishes or talk about something or things that are not yet real, right? Things that you hope to achieve, right? So we mostly build this one with the modal verbs, okay? Like the moitin, like the können, I can, and so on, okay? And with the conjunctive verb, we use the simple past of the prateritum. If you check majority of the prateritum, it's maybe a verb like können, code, right? The prateritum is going to be content, right? So maybe each conte, I could not come, right? That's the past tense. Okay. So yeah. So majority of the conjunctives we are going to use the prateritum version, but the only difference is that we add o umlaut to it. Okay. So if you check this one, it's content. When there is no o umlaut here, it's going to be the past tense of this word. This one here is the past tense of can, right? But if it's having o dot umlaut, then now it's going to be a polite way of making a request. So let's check content. We have each content, do contest, be contest, SZS content, via content, ear content, and Z content, right? So some of the polite requests that you can make, we have können Sie mir helfen? That is, can you help me? Or konnten Sie mir helfen, right? Could you help me? Okay. And also we can also use the past tense of haben. Okay. If you check haben, it's going to be hatten. That's the past tense, which is had. But we can also use it for conjunctives by, and that one we are going to change the a umlaut, right? We are going to change a to umlaut. So it's going to be each hated and do hatest and SZS hated and wir hitting, ihr hitted, and Z hitting, right? And this one, when there is no umlaut, it's going to be I had. But if there is a umlaut, it's going to be I would like to have. That is close to moitin, right? So it's going to be I would like to have. And this one, when there is no a umlaut, it's going to be I had, right? So if you see each Arbeitszeit, it's going to be I have time. But each hater site is going to be that I would like to have time. Okay. And we have sein, which is wäre, so would be, right? When you check the past tense of sein, it's varying for the prateritum, I was, right? Which is were, and so on. But we can also change it to form conjunctive by, and that one we just add a umlaut, and it's also going to be that I would be. So each wäre, du willst, SES wäre, wir wären, ihr wird, and sie wären, right? So in this context, it's going to mean that would be, right? And not I was or we were. So an example is ich bin reich. That means that I am rich. This one is the present statement, but ich wäre reich is going to be I would be rich. And that one is going to be conjunctive by. So the polite requests, we have content. So content Sie mir helfen is could you please help me, right? And this one is more polite, right? Like if you say können Sie mir helfen, that one too is okay, but that one is like, can you help me? Okay, but code is more like a request. Okay, so like if you want to make a request and ask somebody that can you help me, then you're supposed to use konnten. So konnten Sie mir bitte helfen is going to mean that could you help me? So some of the wishes, like I said, we have ich hätte gern ein Auto, which is going to mean that I would like to have a car. Or wenn ich Zeit hätte, werde ich reisen. So if I had time, I would travel. Okay. So we can also change werden and just add u umlaut here, and it's going to mean also I would like to. So this one we are talking in the past and still talking in the future statement. So if I had time, right, that means that this one is the past. That means that you are not having time, but if you had time, like you would travel. So wenn ich Zeit hätte, werde ich reisen. Oder wenn ich reich wäre, werde ich ein Haus kaufen. So if I were rich, I would buy a house, right? So in English, anytime that we are using was or trying to say that maybe trying to say things that it's not yet real for you, we use were, right? So maybe if I were a boy, right? Or maybe if I were in Ghana, anytime that you are going to use the conditional phrase if, right? Then we are going to use were. And in German, that one is going to be the wären, right? So wenn ich reich wäre, werde ich ein Haus kaufen. So if I were rich, I would buy a house. So these are some of the few things. So we have haben, ich habe, ich hätte, and ich hätte Zeit. And the sign, we have ich bin, ich wäre, and ich wäre through, right? So that's the basic idea about conjunctives by talking about future tense. In case you have any question, please ask.
Sir, please, when you are using the wenn ich,
Yeah.
yes, sir, the wäre,
Yeah.
is it not the verb? The wäre is the verb, or
Yeah, that's the auxiliary verb.
okay.
That is coming from sign. So realize that the sign is ich bin.
Yes, sir,
When-
but what I'm saying is the verb is supposed to come, or because it's a modal verb, that's why it's added.
Yes, so in this context, the main verb is this one, the kaufen. Right?
Okay.
The main verb in the calf. And these type of phrases, we call it conjunctive verb, like subjunctive, right?
Mhm.
Like this one, like this, if I were rich. So this one is the auxiliary verb, right? Since the
Yeah.
statement is still not done, the main verb here is the by. Okay. So
Okay.
if I were rich, so when it rise wäre, you are now about to tell the main why you want to say that if I were rich. This one is just the introduction. If I were rich. Now,
Okay.
for you to talk about the main issue, then you are going to need the main verb.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So let's go to the workbook for today. Und das Thema ist Vorstellungsgespräch. So here, if you are going for a job, some of the questions that they will ask you, we have Nummer 1, wer bist du? So who are you? So dein Name, ich heiße, dein Wohnort, dein Alter und dein Interessen. Und Nummer 2, wir haben hier, welche Ausbildung hast du? So what education do you have? So we have Schulabschluss, School Diploma. So ich habe meine Abschluss in dort gemacht. Ein Studium oder Ausbildung. So ich habe eine Ausbildung aus dort gemacht oder zusätzliche Kurse. So ich habe einen Kurs in dort gemacht, right? And welche Berufserfahrung hast du? What work experience do you have? So Praktikum, Internship. So ich habe ein Praktikum bei dort gemacht. So maybe I did my internship by with BMW and so on. And I told you that talking about a place that you work in German, we are going to use
Aye.
by plus the name of the company. And we have Berufserfahrung, which ist, ich habe zum Beispiel 7 Jahre als Lehrer gearbeitet, right? That means that I have been working as a teacher since 5 years, right? We have Arbeit with the Arbeit im Team with the align. So hier ist dein Fähigkeiten, dein Skills. Nummer 4 ist, welche Fähigkeiten und Qualifikationen hast du? What skills and qualification do you have? Sprachen, languages, ich spreche, and technische Fähigkeiten, so technical skills, and ich kann mit und so weiter. So you can come and read through. And soziale Fähigkeiten, your social skills, so teamfähig und kommunikativ, und andere Fähigkeiten, ich bin kreativ und organisiert. Nummer 5 ist, warum möchtest du diesen Job? So why do you want this job? So deine Motivation, ich interessiere mich für. So trying to say that you are interested in something in German, we use the phrase ich interessiere mich für. Then you can add your information to it. Berufsziel, your travel destination, your job goal, where you want to reach in the future. Career chance, so your opportunities, und neue Erfahrungen. So maybe ich möchte neue Sprache oder neue Dinge lernen. Yeah? So hier ist ein Beispiel. So ich heiße Maria und bin 25 Jahre alt. Ich habe eine Ausbildung als Bürokauffrau gemacht. Ich habe ein Praktikum in einem Unternehmen gemacht und arbeite gern im Team. Ich kann gut mit Computern und arbeiten und sprechen Englisch und Deutsch. Ich interessiere mich für Verwaltung und möchte in einem Büro arbeiten. Okay, so ja, so hier ist, wir machen heute ein Beispiel. So, Sie sind jetzt in einer Vorstellungsgespräch bei Amazon, und Sie müssen sich vorstellen, so mit deinem Namen, wie heißt du, deine Ausbildung, was Sie haben gemacht, Berufserfahrung, Fähigkeiten, Motivation, Qualifikation, Interessen und Berufsziel. That is your dream job. So what we are going to do is that we are going to imagine yourself that you are going to apply for a job at Amazon, and they are telling you to introduce yourself with this information here, right? So wenn Sie fertig sind, dann Sie müssen einen Brief schreiben. So hier ist, Sie möchten sich bei City Mall Einkaufszentrum eine Stelle als Verkäufer oder Verkäuferin oder Kundenservice-Mitarbeiter bewerben. Schreiben Sie einen formalen Brief. So you're supposed to write a letter to apply for a job. So when we are done with this one, we are going to use that knowledge to write a letter to apply for this particular job. Nummer 3 ist dein Lesen, und Sie haben hier 7 Fragen und Sie müssen die richtige Antwort wählen. Und hier ist dein empfohlenes Video. So Sie müssen auch schauen und mehr Erfahrung oder Kenntnisse über Vorstellungsgespräch haben, ja. Und Hören ist dein Hören, und gibt es hier 5 Fragen und deine Vokabelliste. So, das ist alles für diese Kapitel, und wir müssen jetzt mit der Frage für heute anfangen.